Hello and welcome to Essex Pension Fund's quick guide to your deferred annual benefit statement. This video is for deferred members of the Local Government Pension Scheme, LGPS, in Essex. We send out annual benefit statements to all deferred members at the end of May or start of June every year. The statements detail how much your pension benefits are currently worth and include important notes that you should read to help you better understand your pension benefits. In this video, we're going to highlight 6 key areas that we often receive questions about. First up, what does deferred benefits actually mean? It simply means that you're no longer actively contributing to your pension, but you're not yet receiving payment of it either. As the LGPS is an occupational pension scheme, you can only pay into it whilst you're employed in an eligible role. When you leave your job, your pension has to close, but don't worry, we keep your pension safe and we add a cost of living increase in line with the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, every year to protect your pension from the effects of inflation. If you've received a deferred annual benefit statement, but you're thinking, hang on a minute, I'm still contributing to the LGPS. This usually means that you've changed job. Your pension is linked to a specific job, and when you change role, even if you stay with the same employer, your pension has to close and a new one begins. You might be able to combine your pensions together, and if you'd like to know more about your options, please just contact the pensions team. The annual benefit statements for active pensions are sent out towards the end of August each year. Number 2. How can I change my personal details? It's important that you keep the fund up to date with any changes to your name or address. If you need to update any of these details, you can simply log into our member self-service portal, Member Online, and update your pension records directly. Or alternatively, you can complete a change of name or change of address form, or write a letter which includes the same details and send it to the pension fund. You can also email a scanned copy or clear photo of the completed form or letter, but please note that for security, your form or letter must include your hand-signed signature. If you're changing your name, we'll also need to see a copy of the document which shows the name change. This might be a marriage certificate or civil partnership certificate or a deed of name change. Again, scanned copies or clear photos of these documents are perfectly acceptable. Number 3, and this is probably the most important question. How much will my pension be worth when I retire? The current value of your pension benefits is shown in section 3 of your statement, and the top line tells you the current value of your annual pension. It's important to understand that this amount is not a one-off payment. This is how much the fund will pay to you every year from when you retire for the rest of your life. And although we've given you the annual amount here, when we actually come to pay your pension, we pay it in 12 equal monthly instalments. So if you want to know how much you'd receive on a monthly basis, just divide this annual amount by 12. The next 2 lines show how much your pension has increased since you left the scheme, and we'll continue to apply those cost of living increases every April, even after you've retired. Number 4. Can I take a tax-free lump sum? We get this question a lot, and the answer is yes. All members of the LGPS can take a tax-free lump sum when they retire. For members who were in the scheme before the 1st of April 2008, you'll see that you have an automatic tax-free lump sum shown here in section 3, and you'll receive this when you retire. The following line again just shows how much your lump sum has grown since you left the scheme. So, why do only members who joined the scheme before April 2008 have an automatic lump sum? This is because the scheme rules were changed in 2008 to introduce more flexibility about how you can take your pension benefits. These days, all members can choose to convert part of their pension in order to take tax-free cash, including those members who have an automatic lump sum. HMRC does set limits on how much of your pension you can convert into tax-free cash, and you can get a general idea of how much you could take on retirement by using the lump sum calculator, which is available on the national LGPS website, lgpsmember.org. You'll find a link to the calculator in the video description below. One thing to note, however, is that you can't take your tax-free lump sum separately from your pension. You must retire and take your pension benefits in order to have your lump sum paid to you. Number 5. Now you know how much your pension and lump sum are worth, how do you claim them? Essex Pension Fund will automatically write to you shortly before your normal pension age, which is shown in section 2 of your statement, and we'll send you all the forms and information that you need to start receiving payment of your pension benefits. However, You can choose to retire and take your pension from as early as age 55, although your pension benefits will be reduced for early retirement if you choose to take them before you reach your normal pension age. You can complete all your retirement forms quickly and easily using Member Online. The option to retire online will appear shortly before your 55th birthday, and you can use this function to check how much your pension and lump sum will be worth at your chosen date, then complete the necessary forms and upload any documents that we might need. One very important thing to note, however, is that the UK government has announced that from April 2028, the earliest age that you'll be able to access your pension benefits is going to change from age 55 to age 57. More information about this change will be provided by the fund in the coming years, but if you are planning an early retirement, it's something you might need to keep in mind. And lastly, number 6. What happens to your pension if you die before you retire? The LGPS automatically includes death benefits with your pension. You do not need to apply for these or pay extra, they're already included. The death benefits come in 2 parts. There's a survivor pension, which is payable to your spouse or civil partner, or if you joined the scheme after the 31st of March 2008, to your cohabiting partner, as long as they meet certain qualifying criteria. And this pension is paid to them for the rest of their life. The value is shown in section 3 of your statement. It's important to understand that this is not an additional sum which is payable. It is part of your pension which will be paid to your spouse or partner after you've died. You don't need to nominate anyone to receive this pension, as the recipients are all detailed in law. Children's pensions are also payable to dependent children up to age 18 or age 23 if they remain in full-time education or vocational studies. In addition to the survivor pension, there may also be a one-off lump sum payable, which is known as a death grant. You can nominate anyone to receive this, including family or friends and even registered charities. The death grant is calculated differently depending on when you left the scheme and whether you have any other pensions with the LGPS. If you've got any questions about this, please get in touch with the pensions team. We recommend that you check your nomination details in section 4 of your statement every year to make sure that they're still who you would like to receive the funds in the event of your death. If you want to make a nomination, or if you'd like to change an existing nomination, you can do so quickly and easily by logging into Member Online and following the on-screen instructions. Or, alternatively, you can complete an expression of wish form from our website and return it to the pension fund. Again, this form must be signed by hand, but we're happy to accept scanned copies or clear photos of the completed form, and you can find a link to the form in the video description below. And that's it. I hope this video has helped answer all your questions about the deferred annual benefit statement. But if you have any queries, or if you'd like to register for Member Online, please contact the pensions team using the details on screen now. Thank you for watching.